Hello folks, and welcome and very welcome you are back to the channel and, well, my happy place, which is Farm Sim 17 for the moment, or the Batcave, which is where I'm recording, well, yeah, my version of the Batcave. Anywho, hope everybody's in good form. I surely am, because I finally reached Friday, so that's the end of that run of night shifts, and that means a couple of days to piddle about and do fun stuff rather than running about making a racket in the middle of the night. Thank you to the commenter, really appreciate that. I still find it quite bizarre that people actually take the time to watch this, but I'm very grateful that you do. I appreciate it, and yeah, I'm just a gobbeak, and the fact that people sit and listen and watch is, I like that. That's nice. So, anywho, I've made a readjustment, so hopefully you can actually hear me now. And if this doesn't work the way I would like, because I'm using a USB mic, the next plan will be. Right, the next plan. Why am I going so slow? Never mind the next plan. Oh. Another gear would be good, Greg. Yeah, well, that might be my real name, but there you go. Anywho, made an adjustment, so hopefully you can hear me. Quite a lot quieter. What? You know, that's one thing I'm be very intrigued to see what's going on with the next one, because the way AI copes with an offset work, working in the area is just, well, it's different. Let's just leave it at that. It's different. Anywho, we're still at this grass malarkey, and as is my wont, I've cheated and I've got a worker doing that bit. I was going to do this old school, but I decided that no, I would do what I normally do, get a worker, rattle it through, because if I didn't say, what I meant to say was, once I get these up, the two bottom ones will stay as grass, I think. Right, let's just have a nosy, see what we're going to do here. Yeah, I'm still on that. Alright. Not sure why kilograms is in red, but okay. It's in red. I don't know. It's working, I suppose. Yes, anyway. We have 59 and we have 6. Now, 6 to me would make sense to keep that certainly anyways grass, because there's the livestock, and regardless of what happens in the next few days, I don't know what I could be referring to there, this will keep running because, well, as previously mentioned, I can use all my toys and I like using my toys, so there we are. These two up here, 51 and 60, I'm thinking I might rip them up and put them down as, at least once anyway, for corn to rattle into the BGA. That's the plan so far. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. But I still not got those pesky achievements for them. I've got the oinkers, although my game has now decided I don't, but it did actually come up and say you know, the oink achievement for breeding pigs. So sheep and coos is the one I'm after. So yeah, so at the moment we're just rattling everything down. These two are grass at the moment, just straight baled. So that one and that one I am going to put down and wrap. Cart them up here and chuck them in the feeder as much as I can, and well, just go from there. So because these boys, okay, yeah, well, they're, what growth stage? Yeah, we're all still green. They're all very green, so there's nothing going to be happening in a grain point of view for a wee while. So yeah, plenty of time to get a run on with this here grass. Put that back to there. Right. So, yes, there we are. Oh, best. No, you're not having that then, eh? No. Why are you... Come on. And hopefully it's not too sharp a corner for the baler. Now this is a pretty small field at the moment, and I've been good, I've just stuck to the boundaries, but I think when I come to rip this up, which it was saying, I think, oh, well that's intriguing. So it needs ploughing until you mow it and then it's fine. Is that because it's grass? I must be really dull, I've never noticed that before. If it said ploughing, then you rip it up and plough it, but usually it either says no, you're fine, just throw whatever you want on it and mow it once in a while and we'll call it good. But no, it says it needs ploughing, and as you can see, as the mower is running up and down, he's clearing it. Oh, showing me timbers again. Right, okay. And I don't know why I'm going around all these. I really didn't need to. That's unwanted. So we can keep an eye on our what's going on. Wait. So yes, I've been good, sort of. This last iteration of gearbox, there's quite a decided delay between engaging a gear and it doing something. Not really going to claim to know why. Right now, are you going to do... Oh, you are. Actually, no you're not, because I'm going to do that. Spin it up and pretend I did it all myself. Apart from the fact you just watch a worker doing it. Yeah, so anyway, yes, as I say, I hope you're all in good form. And not sure if you've been keeping up with the live streams. As best I can at odd hours of the day and night, I have been doing just that. I think for some reason I want to do another one of these, so I'll do one more and that'll do. Come on! And the one thing I'm noticing at the moment, apart from, yeah, they've given out keys to deserving YouTubers, yes, heavy use of quotations and not a little sarcasm, but anyway, we'll move on. Yeah, I mean, and they did this the last time. I really thought they'd learn, and I was about to go on their website and say, well done, that's a canny move. Last time you had some questionable showcasing, so this time you've taken it all in-house. Canny move, well done, thank you, and all that sort of thing. And then I get a guy showcasing the game, and what's he interested in? First thing, I want to put a tractor on the railway line to see if the train will run it down or run into it. Right, okay. Well, I mean that to me is something that it's going to happen, whether you plan it or not. There's no real need to plan it. It's one of those daft little things. At some point you'll be harvesting and you'll miss time and you think I've got time, and no, bang, and you'll find out whether it won't break. It's a train. I mean, you just have to pay attention. And I know that's swearing, because why would you pay attention when you can get some YouTuber like me probably blithering on and laying off his chest. But anyway, if you pay attention to that there train, bearing in mind he's obviously had time to play off camera, it takes about, I don't know, half an hour to slow down. So if it's tootling along at 40-50 mile an hour or kilometres or whatever speed it does, and even if it detects, it can slam the brakes on. By the time it's actually done that, it's probably lost only 1 or 2, 3 increments of speed. So yeah, it's going to hit it. So that's just like puerile and childish, so I don't get that. I'm sorry, I just don't get it. The other one is Where's the Dog? Where, if yet again he'd paid attention, Giants had said that the preview build they were sending out, and I obviously haven't got one, because if I did I wouldn't have the nerve to use it. I'd be sending it over to Species, because at least he'll do it justice. But even I know that, because I was paying attention and looking at their bitty, that the dog wasn't working just exactly as they wanted in the preview builds. The one that they're live streaming is a build or two on. So shush. So they said to the YouTubers and the streamers, they said, don't use the dog. And they sat there going, where's the dog, and shouting about it. And it's, again, people playing the game and the comments they come away with, you think, well, okay, so you're what they call a casual player. That's fine. That's fine. How the heck have you got a key? You know, give it to people who spend day after day, episode after episode, churning out good quality content, and actually pay attention to the finer points in the game. Sometimes daft points, but the finer points in the game. And yes, I am a little biased on that one, but there you go. And everybody's noticed about crops moving when you walk into them, drive into them, etc., which is great. There's one thing that Giants have done that they told on the first and second stream that has been a pet peeve of mine since I ever looked at Farm Sim. Before I even bought it, it was a pet peeve because it's stuck out like a sore thumb. It's wrong. If you're going to call a game a simulator, you couldn't do this. They finally got it right. They sorted it. You know, they fixed it. And nobody's picked up on it. Not one person. Guarantee you I will, but perhaps that's me being odd, which I obviously am. Anyway, well, before I get too vociferous and ranty, we'll just move on a bit. Yes. Lots of intriguing things going on. They put out the little... Right, I'll better be doing stuff because I'm just going to sit here and lay off my chest. Sorry, it's after a week of night shift and thinking about what I would like to get in videos and not having the chance to do it because I'm just fully overtired. To now be sat in my little happy room and talking to me internet buddies, it's just like, okay, time to talk to people who know what I'm on about for a change, because that's not always the case. The poor lad I work with, oh jings, he's been lectured up, down, back to front, and always up about various games and computer parts and whatever. You can give a monkey's poor soul. You genuinely could not give a monkey's. And to be fair, why should he? Well, hey. But anyway. So yes, Mercury Farms is where I am, which I should have said at the beginning, but yeah, you probably get the idea, and it'll be in the title, so you can probably work that one out for yourself. You're big boys now and girls and whatever else turns up. And I have to say, I'm going to have to go and have a look now for other Alien Gym maps. I like the way it's laid out. The flexibility that he's managed to get into 17 with this, the little cogs that you use to build up your farms, it's just brilliant. Yes, as I say, other folk have done various versions, and oh man, the king of them was Pleasant Valley. Chings. Took you on average about 50 hours before you could consider yourself started, really. I found, because I just do not get going any quicker, and that's just harvesting and then starting to get factories up and running, because once you started that carry on, you were just doing shuttle runs of cement, concrete, sand, wood chips to thingy, woodland, whatever I've forgotten the names of the company that I've jackknifed it. Yes, I know you're not happy. This is going to change, I think, folks. I love having it, but again, I'm being picky, but the way it's implemented, it's just a bit numb. It's a very technical term, I think you'll agree. But yeah, it's just a bit get off. Hopefully that wasn't completely wasted and you could actually hear what I was saying. But yes, it's a bit numb. So, what might be happening is I quite like the big vultures. I love the masses, but the masses, I don't know what it is, but when you have this masses, there's just this absolutely thrumming sub, which in here is great, but when you're recording, all you hear is this monster bass drowning everything, and that's just not helpful. So the Vultra is less of an earache, simple as that. Right, so now what are you saying to that? We'll spit you out there now. Well, that was a bit odd. That baler's definitely going. I used it in the last map myself, and I'm using it in this one, and as that young lad Species said, the paint job is, well, not exactly awesome. That's not the first word that comes to mind, and I think you have to say that's pretty close to the mark. Not sure what they were on when they thought that was a good idea. When I got this, it was the only mod one around that did 6,000 litres, but of course we don't do litres now, we do kilograms, which is fine, but it's confusing the heck out of me because I have to recalibrate myself. But yeah, so I think tractor and trailer will be going, and what I'm thinking of is, I was just having a nosy, I did think about the Crone, but the other one would be, that seems a wee bit, I mean, it's only 85 horse, which would be great because it would throw it on the back of anything. But the one I actually thought of, oh, I don't have that pack anymore. Yay me. Right. So it was either Ultima, which is the definition of steady away, or the Little Massey. Yeah, that could well happen. And as far as Tracatories go, it would be, because at the moment I have, right, you, what are you, 400, oh, 492. Okay, so that's quite pokey to say the least. I love that one, but the sound is just, it's too bassy for recording, which is unfortunate, but there you go. So it could do that boy. Very bland inside, but that with weighted rear wheels, can we do that? That's something I never figured out. If you use wheel weights or crawler track, I don't know. I always associate crawler tracks with spreading weight and soft ground and that sort of thing. Perhaps I'm just out of touch on that one. So yeah, wheel weights would be the way I would go with that one. So that could happen. Or that boy there. Unless of course there's something you think I should have a go at, and I'll just have a quick run through of what I have. as you can see, pretty much everything, because I've been diving into this database, I filled in a lot of the gaps with the MR. I've even got these boys as MR mods. That's not a bad wee beastie. That would be the next closest. But if I remember rightly, that's 335 and that's it. That's your lot. There's that boy, which was the freebie for the collector's version. It's kind of the same thinking. Or, now that I've got this is the only one I could find to get an MR version of. There's that one there. That could be interesting. So that would be the closest there. Doesn't seem to have a 3-point on the front. Well, there is some sort of a hitch on it, but yes, that would be another option. Because the other thing that I will be doing, probably off cam, is opening up some of the fields. Oh, and I should have set a timer going because I've been a bit long and I do apologise. So what I will do is try not to be too long. Right, anyway, so set you going. There you are. And then that. One up. Oopsie. Gears. No, forwards. There you are. So, ooh. Right. So hopefully I've got the sound sorted. Hopefully it's not too quiet so that you can actually hear something in the background. Because, well, I do think I have a rather boring voice myself. But anyway, we shall see. Oh, I know what I've forgotten. Especially for Mr. 7. One of them, and let go. Whee! So, yes, very intrigued as to the FS19. I was a bit slow off my mark, a bit dubious and stuff, but I mean, here's the thing that everybody who's played this game is either moaned at or to the point of I'm not going to bother with that, being annoyed by it, is bale physics, and for that matter tree physics. Now, this was again mentioned in at least one of the live streams, and they're doing English, German, French and Portuguese. So it's been at least two of them. Definitely been at least two of them. They've overhauled the physics. Now, bearing in mind that it's Germans that are saying this, if they say overhauled, they've usually quite precise in the way they speak. I've spent a lot of time playing team games online with Germans, and they're fantastic because they just have a discipline, even when playing games, even when a little bit oiled, shall we say. They have a great discipline. And although they are streets ahead of us, and by us I mean Britain, because they get 8 years, I think. It's a number of years anyway at school where they learn English. So unlike us, they're not so insular as just to learn English and expect everybody else to speak their language. They actually learn more than one language. So yeah, if he says he's overhauled it, I'm quite happy to think, right, okay, that's quite thorough. Nobody's even looked at it. The nearest we got was one YouTuber picked up 2 bales on the end of a John Deere tractor with a loader, flew around a yard like an idiot, and dropped one off. Now, he commented that he dropped it off, but there was no understanding as to why, and the why is something that I personally find, and I'll demonstrate when I get to loading these up. Bales should be, I don't know, like that bale there would be, I don't know, 750 kilos perhaps even a ton. Because it's a big lump of grass. It's, I don't know, 8 foot by 2 foot by 3 or something like that. They're huge things, absolutely monstrous. So yeah, it's going to weigh a hefty bit, and also because of that, it's going to have friction. So when you put aforementioned bale on a trailer, in my humble opinion, there should be quite a level of grab on the trailer whereby you can set the bale down, draw out, and the bale stays where it is. Now, you do get the odd bale that's, for whatever reason, the grass has got knotted, or you've caught the string or the wire or whatever it is. You know, things do go wrong and they will try and follow you about, or they don't want to let go. And especially silage balers, they can do bizarre things all by themselves. Alright, stop. Yeah, you just calm yourself, boyo. Right, get rid of them. Right, good enough. So yes, that was really that, and a couple of other comments that were made. That was enough for me to say, right, okay, yep, species was right. I need to go and have a look at this, just because my nose is bothering me. So the pre-order, well, actually it's not done because my internet disappeared, and so I thought I'd do this instead, but it will be done. Probably by the time you hear this, certainly it will be. And just as a wee timestamp, this is Friday, Friday 16th? Yeah, Friday 16th. Apparently Black Friday going by all the TV and what have you. I'm terribly excited about that. So, right, well that's that one out of the way. That's you. So, the only thing to do now... Oh, come on. Let's do that and get round to the other one. So, I was quite blithery at the... Oopsie, that'll be a tree. I love this JCB. They've done such a good job of it. Yes, there's quite a marked delay when you put it into gear. But, and I don't mean the lunchbox down there, or me being 300 feet back in the cab. That's just because, well, actually I'll set it up for the next video. I have a thing called TrackHat, which is a cheap version of TrackIR. And then by cheap I mean, rather than have bespoke bits of metal and gubbins, somebody thought, what could we do just to be clever? So they 3D printed what looks like a bent boomerang. They got some infrared sensors. They got a camera from a PlayStation 3 because it picks up IR better, infrared rather, and it works. It's a wonderfully simple, effective system. So I'll have that up and running for the next one. The difference will be, intriguingly, that I'll have to wear my headphones. So there's a mic on there, and I'll try using that, and that might be a better do, because I do move my head a lot, and I do move backwards and forwards. Now that I've got a wireless keyboard, it's not quite so bad because I'm going to have that sat on my knee. But alright, what have I missed? What have I missed? Or have I missed something? I have, I've gone sailing past it, because guess what? I was talking. Who'd have thunk? Radio. Oi. Sorry folks. Oh. No, I didn't think that was going to happen. Yes, and there you go. Oh, and I've just noticed something else. See top left? There's a wee thing there. Assuming that's a rev... I wouldn't have thought that's a rev gauge. I would say that's like a turbo gauge. I don't know if these have a turbo, but certainly it reacts quick enough. Yeah, because I'm still accelerating and it's flat out. I think that's a turbo gauge. Anyway, yes. But yes, I'll try the IR thing because there's two little bits of program, and I do mean two little programs. They're very, very light. And once you get them sorted out in another placeable area, it's just so useful. Right. Are you actually up to the edge, are you? Okay. Thank you. Better late than never. Let's try that. There we are now. So I think we'll do a couple of rounds of this. You probably get the idea fairly quickly with this mowing lark. It's not the most technical job in the world, it has to be said. Oh, we put a little track up the side, how very convenient. Right, we'll just use that as a line. I'll get another gear out of that perhaps. Yes, I get, oh, right, okay. Turbo mode. And I've just realised that I was using diff lock on the road and I shouldn't really have done that because it'll just chew my tyres. Although having said that, probably in this thing it's not a mechanical, it'll be electrical, and as such there will be an element of slip for coping with muppets like me who leave it running when they shouldn't. Because that's one thing you can always guarantee: if you have a nice piece of equipment, somebody will do what they're not meant to. Oh, you've got to go. You're just getting in the way, you boys. Right, so you're next. You're getting it. Right, sorry. Work mode slipping in. So there we are. Mercury Farms, another little run. They're wildly varying. I'm going to have to get a timer somewhere so that I don't just waffle on, because I can waffle on with the best of them. And talking of waffling, if you like listening to somebody waffling in a very amusing manner, unlike myself, then I highly recommend you go and have a look at that there Species 7. If you haven't had the pleasure, you owe it to yourself to go and have a nosy. He does cover quite a lot of stuff, and is my go-to chill out mode on YouTube. That's pretty much what goes on. He is mucking up the corner again. Oi. Okay, I can't turn around that far. Whee! There we are. And I forgot to lift again, didn't I? Yeah, I'm doing really well. Right, this could be, we'll do one more run. Like that. Oh, and see the way the joystick moves? That's another thing they've picked up. So, yes. The thing I'm finding at the moment with FS19, there's a lot they've done that appeals to me, but it would appear what appeals to me, and I know this is a shock, is not mainstream. Oh, yes. Who'd have thunk it, eh? Me not mainstream. Heavens above. Next they'll be saying I'm out of touch. As if. Anywho, as I sort of drunkenly weave my way around the field like a, well, drunken person, thank you for watching, if you got this far. If you feel that way inclined, you may smack the little thumb up thingy, and all that sort of carry on. Any and all of that sort of shenanigans, much appreciated. And one more thing that I would mention is a little fella called Single Racer who had a bit of a hiatus. I'm not entirely sure why, but I dare say we'll use the personal reasons thing. He had a wee hiatus, but he's back, and it's sim racing. He's an Australian chap, and he just has a very unassuming attitude that is very easy in the ear, informative, and just generally good fun. So if you've ever wondered why people like me can spend hours whizzing around a bit of tarmac for no apparent reason and feel very tough with ourselves afterwards, there's a way to find out. I periodically do them, but that's his main thing. That's sim racing is his thing. And I've done it again. From the closing out bit outro, I've gone to whittering inanely about various YouTubers. It's not a bad thing, it's just, I'm not meant to be here now. Yeah. Anywho, this time I am going to go, because I'm getting into the... I need to rebalance these brakes. I'm going to have to have a word with Frank. This is just not good enough. Every time I pull the brake, it's pulling to the left. Push the brake rather, so my brakes are obviously needing balanced. Well, at least that's what it used to be. Who knows what it is now? It might just be, could we make transfer from there? That'd be quite clever if it was. Right, I'm off again. I'm geeking out and stuff. Right, folks, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've actually been able to hear me this time. And next time I will try and get the track IR going. Have a look online for track IR. You will be pleasantly surprised how cheap it is. It's very simple, very, very simple to set up, complete with a little how-to video. And what it does is this sort of thing I'm doing here, which feels about when you do it with a stick. Well, basically it'll be done with my head, which may or may not be a good thing. But now that I've had blinds fitted in here, I won't have sunlight interfering, which was a problem I used to have, and that just meant that I would spend an awful lot of time with it flipping out and turning me upside down on my head, because it just couldn't cope with the infrared from the sun, because, well, it's quite a lot of it. But yes, track hat. And I think they've just released, or they were in the process last time I looked, of releasing a new version which is more compact. Any game that involves you looking around, whether it be this, any sim, I mean it was developed with flight sims, but anyway, worth a look. Right, and for the third and final time, I am going to slope off, gobbeak that I am. I hope to get another video out relatively soon. And yes, I will be getting FS19. That for me does not mean FS17 will get bumped in the head, for the simple reason I like the wee green and yellow bits. I really like having my gears, so yeah, I dare say all that will come to FS19 in good time, but in the short term, yes, FS17 will definitely be still making regular appearances on this channel. Okay folks, take it easy and cheers for now.